The Night Before Christmas.
Look, TT, it's a little golden book classic, but instead of a golden spine, it has a red spine for Christmas.
Oh.
Ooh, look at the vintage retro looking Santa picture. The Night Before Christmas. Ooh, look. I used to collect these when I was a little girl. I still collect them. But now I'm a big girl. The Night Before Christmas by Clement C. Illustrated by Corinne Malvern. Maybe that's how that's pronounced. Anyway, let's look. Ooh. Look, there's a clock. It says it's copyrighted in 1949 and renewed in 1976. Alright, December 1822. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Ma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came. He whistled and shouted, calling them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, Cupid, on Donner, and Blitzen. On the top of the porch to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. Is that 2 pages? And then in a twinkle I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof, and I drew in my head and was turning around down the chimney. St. Nicholas came with a bound. Boom! He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry, his droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had broad face, a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of an eye and a twist of the head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. What do you think's going to happen next? He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk. and laying the finger beside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. Rose up the chimney. He sprang to his sleigh. To his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight. What happened next? Happy Christmas to all, and all good night. Look how weirdly they're dressed. Am I not right?
Well, this story does take place in 1822.
1822, before the Civil War. So it's not like a modern. I wonder how the story would have read if it was written with modern words. Huh? You ever thought about that? Bet you ain't thought about that, have you? Pretty good story, huh, TT?